Hello, and welcome to this tech tip. Today, we wanted to show you Bland-Altman analysis in IBM SPSS Statistics. My name is Astrid Cook, and I'm an analyst here at version 1. Bland-Altman analysis is new in IBM SPSS Statistics version 30. It evaluates the agreement among two different instruments or two measurement techniques. So, for example, you can assess how close a new measurement technique is to an existing technique. Now, if you look down here, you see that I have a small sample data file. I have 20 respondents, and I can see their measurements on measurement technique A and measurement technique B. If we come down and we look at respondent 15, we can see that they scored a 14 on measurement technique A and a 9 on measurement technique B. Now, we'll take the average or the mean of these two scores and the difference. You can see the mean here and the difference, and that's actually plotted in the Bland-Altman plot. You can see that point here. So on the x-axis, we have the average of A and B plotted against the difference. So the difference is on the y-axis. Also, when you look at this plot, you will see that there are blue lines. So these are the 95% agreement limit lines. And then in the center, we have the mean difference line here in red. Bland-Altman analysis is a method to quantify agreement between two measurements by constructing limits of agreement. And these statistical limits are calculated by using the mean and the standard deviations of the differences between the two measurements. And this means that researchers can check the assumptions of normality of the differences in a visual format. As we saw in that graph, you could see the limits of agreement. So when we look at our Bland-Altman plot, we can examine the scatter of points. So we're going to look to see if there are any points beyond the 95% agreement limit. You can see a point is here, so it's beyond the 95% agreement limit line. You can check the assumptions of normality of the differences, and here we're examining the scatter of points to see if they're scattered in a random fashion. If they are, it suggests that the two measures provide similar readings. You can also ask SPSS to print the details of your analysis. And what we see is the results from our data. We can see we've got 20 respondents. For example, if we look at respondent 1, we can see their scores on measurement technique A, measurement technique B. We can see the average of these two scores, the difference, and the difference divided by the mean. Below this table, we'll receive the Bland-Altman plot, which we can examine. To run Bland-Altman analysis, you'll need to go to the Analyze menu and select Descriptive Statistics. This will bring up the Bland-Altman analysis dialog box, and you can see there's a paired variables section. So you want to drag your current test A into measurement 1, new test B into measurement 2. So you're going to drag the variables into this paired variables section, and then select your criteria options, your print options, and your plot options. So let's see how this works in IBM SPSS Statistics. So now I'm in IBM SPSS Statistics, and you can see my data. I have 20 respondents, and I can see their scores on measurement technique A and measurement technique B. Now, to run Bland-Altman analysis, I'll need to go to the Analyze menu, select Descriptive Statistics, come all the way down to Bland-Altman analysis. So this brings up the dialog box, and we can see the paired variables section. So I'm going to move current test over into measurement 1 and new test into measurement 2. So I'm comparing my current test against my new test. And I'm going to click on the criteria button. Here I can adjust scope, agreement limits. I could ask for ratios as in percentage. I'm going to click continue, and I'll click on the print button. So I want to print details of the analysis, and I'd like 20 rows to be displayed, and I'll click continue. Then I'll come over and click on the plot button, and I will select agreement limits, and I'll click continue, and then I'll click OK. So here we can see the results of the Bland-Altman analysis. First of all, we have a table and we can see 20 rows of information. So these are my 20 respondents, and we can see their measurement scores on measurement A and measurement B. So this first person scored 5, then they scored 3. The average is 4, the difference is 2, and we can see the difference divided by the mean. Below this, we can see the points plotted out on the Bland-Altman plot. Again, x-axis is the mean of the two measurements. Y-axis is the difference. And we can see the 95% agreement limit lines and the mean difference line. And we look for points that are beyond the agreement limit lines. We see there's 1 point here. And we also examine the scatter of the points to see if they're scattered in a random fashion or if, for example, they follow a particular pattern. Now remember, when you run Bland-Altman analysis, you'll go to the Analyze menu, Descriptive Statistics, and you'll find Bland-Altman at the bottom of the Descriptive Statistics menu. So that's everything we wanted to show you today. If you want more information, you can go to our website at www.spssanalyticspartner.com. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.